Hello, everyone. Good morning. So, today we are going to start the second bimester. We are going to start book 2, unit 3, and we are going to talk about the Olympic Games. Why is the Olympic Games so important? They say that the sport is something that bring a community together. So we know that we have countries competing with each other, also the athletes, but the most important of the competition is know something more about other cultures, meet new people from places completely different from the place that you belong. And we also know that something really nice about the Olympics is every 4 year you change the country that the Olympic will happen. So this year was supposed to be the 32nd Olympic game in Japan, but because of the coronavirus, they are not gonna happen this year, and they change for the next July 2021. So we also know that we have two editions about the Olympic Games. We have the Summer Olympic Games and the Winter Olympic Games, and we also have different sports for each of them. Before I start our unit, I would like to show you something how the Olympic game they start. So I'm not sure if you already know about this, but the first edition about the Olympic Games start in Greece. The specific place was Athens, and only Greek citizen could compete. So it was completely different about the Olympic Games that we have nowadays. So only people from Greece could compete in the Olympic Games. We didn't have too much options about sports, so we have only 10 kind of sports that you could practice. Remembering at this time, the Olympic Games was a kind of manifestation related to Zeus. They believe that Zeus was his god, and he likes sports and people practice for him. We also at this time we didn't have medals, so they win the wreath. It's something that they put in their heads. It was something really important for them, and only men could compete in this kind of games. The women couldn't participate. So nowadays is completely different. We have 32 kinds of sports that you can practice in the Olympic Games. Both men and women can compete nowadays. Nowadays we have the medals that shows how good you are. So if you win the gold medal, you are the best, you are the number one. If you win silver, you are the second one, and bronze, you are the third one. So now we have the podium, and which part of the podium you can win a specific medal. So I have gold, silver, and bronze. We have the athletes, so they can choose any kind of sport he have been practicing for his life. At the end of the Olympics, we start the Paralympic Games. So people with any kind of disability also can participate, and they are really amazing doing those sports. Something really important, we have the torch, we have the Olympic fire. They are still in Greece, so they take the torch and they walk around the world. And the next year, actually, they will stop in Japan. About the story about the rings. So here I have, they say that we have 7 continents and 5 rings, and each ring represents a specific continent. So the red one is America, because here we divide North America and South America. The green one is Oceania. The black one I have Africa. The yellow one I have Asia. And the blue one I have Europe. So why the rings are like this? Because they are saying it doesn't matter where you come from. When we talk about competition, we are all together, okay? So let's go to the specific vocabulary about this unit. So here we have the athlete. So for each sport, we have a kind of athlete. The next one, businessman and businesswoman. So we know that nowadays the athletes, they can have a salary. They are paid for to practice the sports, and we have people like this, businessmen and businesswomen, to help them, okay? The next one, we have this medal represents the 100 years about the Olympic Games. Have I said before, we are in the 32nd edition, but we know that when we are in a war situation, they just stop the games. The next one, we have the champion. So we have 3 champions nowadays. The one that will win the gold medal, the other one the silver, and the third one the bronze medal. Horse. We know that we have some sports nowadays, the modern Olympic Games, that you can have a horse to compete with you. The first Olympic Games, we say the ancient Olympic Games, horse also participate. So actually this is the only animal that can participate in the Olympic Games. Hurdle. Nowadays and in the ancient games, we have these sports. So you need to run and jump the hurdle. I'm not sure about how many. I think can be 5 or 6. I can check. Jump. So this girl, she is a gymnastic. We know that boys and girls, men and women can compete. And they do incredible jumps and flipping and do incredible things. The medals, have I said, gold, silver, and bronze, that represent how good you are. Motorcycle. Why we have a motorcycle here? We are going to read about an American athlete called Jesse Owens, and I will tell you what he used to do with this motorcycle. Here we have athletes in a race, so we have different kind of them. Ride is something good that you can do. Runner, it's the specific name for a person that run. sport. So this is another part of the gymnastic. This one in special, only men can compete. Women don't have this modality. And the last one, wrong, is when you don't do something nice. So I would like you guys to go to page 19. Open your books on page 19. And as you can see, we are going to have the specific vocabulary in this page. So this is page 19 that you can have in your book. And here we also have the specific vocabulary. And we are going to play track 5. You guys are going to listen and number the specific vocabulary, okay? I really miss you guys, and we are going to have a lot of fun this bimester. See you!